You may think that your child is struggling with using visuals. Hi, I'm Athena, an ABA Educational and Social Skills Therapist and a parent coach for families with children with autism and other developmental delays. I'm going to ask you a question. Can your child read? And no, I'm not talking about whether your child is verbal or non-verbal. Being able to read does not mean that your child has to be verbal. A lot of my non-verbal students can read as well. So we use scripting to prompt them and also their way of communicating. Some of them actually write out what they want or write out what they intend to say. Back to the question, can your child read? If your answer is yes, then perfect, because a simple whiteboard and a marker is going to be your best friend. And if your answer is no, my child cannot read, don't be dismayed because it's good news. We have the other variety to use from. Remember, we have 5 types of visuals and written words is just only one. That brings us to a buffet of different types of visuals that we can actually use with our child that are non-readers, which includes objects, photographs, pictures and symbols. So with that said, how do I test whether my child can read or not? You can do a quick test by actually writing something simple that they are really familiar with. So for example, a simple instruction could be to write the word sit and see if they perform the action. If not, it could also be an object that you ask them to take. You could put 2 objects in front of them that they are familiar with. They must know the object, because if it's something foreign, it does not make sense. So let's say your child already know what is an apple and an orange. You could put 2 of that fruit in front of your child and then write the words give apple. Then put your hand in front. Prior to this, your child should also know the verb give. Otherwise, this instruction may not make sense. So you just ask your child to read so you can get your non-verbal child to point. And then you open your hands as a gesture to ask them to give. So this might be a prompt. So with that 2 fruits in front of them, the apple and the orange, and you putting your hands out, it will be a clear indication whether your child understands or can read. So if your child passes you an apple, you know that your child is able to read. But if your child passes you an orange, then maybe not. To confirm whether your child can read and if he's not just guessing, so try this across maybe 5 different kinds of objects. And if your child scores 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5, then that's a very clear indication. But if your child only scores 2 out of 5, then maybe he might be guessing because we're only giving 2 options. And that will give you a clear indication that he may not be very fluent in reading. So written words may not be the best visual option for your child, but we don't have to eliminate them. We just have to prioritize the others before fading the support to written words. Now that you know whether your child is a reader or a non-reader, take a look at the same visual for the same routine that we've been discussing for the past few weeks. Does the visual in place match your child's level of understanding? Comment yes or no in the comment section below, because accountability matters. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week. See ya!